Hi Rick, my name is Jasleen and this is assignment 2, which is to tools and techniques used for real-time data collection for the acquisition of a data of the feeds. So here we are supposed to build a web API, a web application that will allow for the collection of the real-time acquisition of a field, and then after the successful collection of the feed will display the output to the social media application. And here I have used two social media accounts, of his Facebook and the Twitter. And then after the successful uh, post on the social media application, it I will store it to the remote data source. So for the remote data source I have used Azure, Microsoft Azure, and I have built the data model, the content ID, app ID, the created date, platform I have used. These are all the data models I have created in the database. And as I already told, the account I have used is for the cloud database I've used is the Azure. And yes, I have used more than two account, the Twitter and the Facebook. So from now onwards, I will first walk you through the screenshots of my code, just overview of my code, and after that I will give the screenshots of my web console API, and finally I will walk you through in depth with the code and uh, with my web console running. So this is my program.cs file, and this file is used as a builder to start the program. So here I have created the class function, the class program, and this is the builder to start the program. This is the index main file, the index class file. So here we have used the private read only modifier, which ensures it give value to the class constructor index here, and index model. And moreover, in this I have created like we have two methods, which is on post Twitter async and on post Facebook async, and one private internal method as well, which is save async. And these methods will allow to send messages to Twitter and to the Facebook and to the Azure database also to save the data. And this will I will walk through in detail in later on. So this is the basically the development of my web console API. This code is all about the tabs and the contents. So this basically is the heading of my web page, and this basically this description I have added the Twitter and the Facebook tabs, which will redirect me to the Twitter and the Facebook if I post it to that. And this is my startup file. Oh yeah, this is the assignment 2, where it will say that the project I have created is in the .NET Core with the version 3.1, and we have installed the several packages. Here are the packages I have installed with the particular version of the packages. And this tweet in API via API package is the dependency which will tweet to the Twitter and retweets from the Twitter as well. And so this is my overview, my outlook of my assignment, my web console with the heading and the description of the home, and the Twitter and the Facebook. So if I go to Twitter, if I post anything in the Twitter, here the text box, so if I tweet it, it will redirect me to the home page, and side by side it will tweet to my Twitter account. And same as with the Facebook. So here you can see that this is the tweet I have tweeted in the Twitter, so it will see this is the tweet. So next, for the Facebook also, hi Facebook, if I post to the Facebook, so it will post to the Facebook, hi Facebook. So next is my Azure. So this is my Azure query editor. So here I run this command from database my post, so it will show me all the result with the ID, with the messages, whatever I have used, which platform I have used, the Twitter or the Facebook, with the ID number and with the date and the time created. Now I will walk you through my code. So as I already said, this is my netcore 3.1 and the packages I have created. So this is the one used to send and tweet to the Twitter, and these are Facebook, Azure and Twitter models created to get and to set the uh, the tweet post. And this one, sorry, uh, my index.cs file. So this is the index model. So this will let me go to the constructor index model. The methods I have created here are the public method. The first one is on post Twitter async, and the second one is the public async on post Facebook async. For the first, that is the on post Twitter, so it will if the post is not valid for Twitter, it will throw an exception. If it's valid, so it will publish it to the Twitter account, and if it's successfully able to publish to the Twitter account, that is, it's not null, the value is not null, so it will store the it as a data in the Azure database with the following parameters: the ID, the created at, the platform, the created by. So if it's not able to do run this one, so it will throw an exception. So same with the Facebook also. So if the Facebook post is successful, here I have used the Facebook base dot URL, and the is used, these are all used to for basically the authentication. If it's the Facebook post is successful, so it will send the post to the Facebook and also send the data to the Azure database at the back. So this is basically the private save async is my private method. This is used to add post this my post to the Azure database. This is a private one. So if I run this command, here is my home web console page. This is my home tab. So with the description, if I go to the Twitter, so it say what's on your mind. So if I say Twitter, so it will tweet to the Twitter and it will redirect to my home. So if I go to Twitter, it say what's on your mind Twitter. And for the same thing for the Facebook, if I go Facebook, what's on your mind, so go to the Facebook. So if I post it, it will redirect me to the home, and if I check my Facebook, so it say, if I refresh it, so yeah, what's on your mind Facebook. So this is all about my uh, Twitter and the Facebook. And for the my Azure database, so this is my social API, and I will go to my query editor to review my query, and will log in with my ID and password. So I use the query select all from database. uh, it's for my post that it will link to my app, to my um this one, the visual, and the where I am putting the code, sorry, the post. So if, sorry, it's a typo, yeah. So if I run this one, you can see what's on your mind Twitter and what's on your mind Facebook. These are the IDs. This is for Twitter and Facebook. This is the platform showing, and this is created by, and this is the date and the time. So which shows that it successfully saves into the Azure database. And I hope you like the presentation. Thank you so much.